Hi, this is Matt Garrett from Profit Marketer, and I just want to show you a quick example of RapidRanker in action. Okay, the blog I'm going to use for this example is called About Careers. It's one of my many test blogs. You can see it's got a few posts on it with some images, so standard sort of stuff, and I'm currently logged in to WordPress to the admin area. So all I'm going to do is go to a different browser. Now the reason I'm going to a different browser, I'm currently in Chrome. I'm going to go to Firefox, because if you run a speed test while you're logged into WP admin, you get a faster load speed, which is not what your visitors are going to see. So it's important to do this from a different browser so you can see a real result. Now this site is called Pingdom. It's tools.pingdom.com/fpt/ to run the test. You can see I've run a test just a couple of minutes ago, so all I'm going to do is click on test now and let it rerun. It doesn't take very long, 10 or 15 seconds at the most to run through, and you can see the page load time is 3.34 seconds. Okay, don't worry about the grade so much as the load time. That's really what we're interested in. Okay, so now let's go back to my blog itself and go to the admin area. If I scroll down, you can see RapidRanker isn't currently activated, so all I need to do is click on activate to make sure that's running. Then I'm going to clear the cache to make sure that's actually cleared, and come across to my other browser, go to the site. I'm going to hit refresh a couple of times just to refresh the site to make sure that that cache is actually initiated and in place. You can see it's very quick to refresh. Okay, now let's go back to the speed test site, pop in our URL and click on test now and see what we get now. It should be a lot quicker. Again, it will take a few seconds to run, and here we go. We now have 1.17 seconds as our page load speed. Now, from memory, our previous load speed was around 3 to 3.3 seconds. So you can see it's a significant improvement. What, 60, 65%, something like that? Much, much faster. So you're well under that 3-second rule that really irritates people. You'll notice the performance grade has gone up, not massively. That's not as important as that load speed time. You want that to be under 1.5 seconds, really. Certainly under 3 seconds, which was quite slow. The 3-second bit is what really irritates people and will often make them hit their back button on their browser. So we've got a massive improvement there. Now, one of the things to bear in mind about these page speed test sites is they do cache their results. So if you run a test again within a short period of time, 30 seconds to a minute or so, you'll probably get the same results because they're just re-delivering the results from your previous test. So make sure you give it 2 or 3 minutes before you run your new test. And one other thing, I'll pull this down a bit so you can actually see the URL for this is tools.pingdom.com/fpt/. That's the URL so you can go and run a test on your own site. Okay, I'm going to quickly pop back to my other browser and bring up another testing site. This is called gmetrics.com, and just put in /compare/ and you can compare your site load speed before you install RapidRanker and after you install RapidRanker. Again, as I said earlier, give it a couple of minutes after installing the RapidRanker, and make sure you've deleted the cache and refresh the browser before you run this. And all you do is add another URL and it will give you the comparison results. So this is another site that we ran a test on. Before RapidRanker it was 1.94 seconds and ranked as E, 55%. Now it's up to 83% and 0.51 seconds load speed. Okay, so you can see RapidRanker straight out of the box has a massive change, a massive effect on your site load speed. Okay, so that's a very quick demonstration for you of what RapidRanker can do for your site. And as you'll probably noticed, I didn't actually make any changes to the settings in RapidRanker for that. It does that straight out of the box. So give Google what they want, give them fast load page speeds, get your site that's working as fast as possible, keep your visitors happy, and you'll get higher conversions and higher rankings. Thanks very much for watching.